Hey guys, welcome to Style Class Katara.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome, it's Wednesday. Let's go.
Yeah, and today's episode is going to be a bit on our new arrival. So the fundamentals are here.
Yes.
Which is always great. And the two things that we're going to talk about when we discuss fundamentals, number one is they are incredible basics together. Mm-hmm. And the reason why they're so good is because each fundamental piece is infused with
the principles.
Chill, modern, and classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you wear them, you don't feel average. And I know a lot of people, you get excited, you read about like these, like are the 7 basics for your closet, and you put them on and you feel like fucking hot dog water. And we know that that is just warm, nasty.
Nasty.
No one wants to feel like
useless.
hot dog water.
It's
useless.
Yes, useless.
Useless.
I don't want to recook and repurpose that at all.
Someone did pull up that they sold it at 7-Eleven, that it was like a...
It was a drink that they made. But I don't recook with that, like how you do with pasta
nasty.
Water. I'd rather be pasta water.
I would rather have my eyeballs eaten out than...
Amy,
I'm sorry, that is not... Anyways.
You couldn't have lasted on Fear Factor, but...
I could not have lasted on Fear Factor, that is a fact. So fundamentals, they are basics that can fuel your wardrobe even when they are worn head to toe. But you can wear them without feeling basic, but they function like a basic. The other way that fundamentals function is to take things that are very pushed and interesting and they calm them the fuck down and they make them feel like yourself. I just did a post on my stories before class that illustrates this point. But let's jump right into it.
Let's go. All right, so
why don't you start?
I would love to start.
Okay.
So I'm wearing the Max Blazer, and I know, guys, I don't feel like I wear the Max Blazer enough. I wear my old Marlin, but I definitely have a gap in my wardrobe.
This color is really beautiful. I'm gonna say like on you. I hate that.
I know. No, How do you feel? But for a brown, I'm very particular about the browns that I wear, and I will wear every single brown that we have here at Tibby. So now we have introduced this color, which is dark toffee. Dark toffee is, you can see in contrast to your champagne, it's like, do you think it's warmer? Total ring 3, or would you say ring 2?
It's a little bit of a ring 3, I think, because it's not Ralph Lauren brown.
Right. It's not like a true deep.
Yeah.
This is me on a horse, by the way.
To me, the different ring 3, ring 2 is a brown that is very J. Crew brown in like terms of khakis, or Ralph Lauren brown in terms of brown, and it's not that. And I like those colors.
No, they're
in
good.
ring 2, but it's not.
So if a color makes you talk about it for at least 3 minutes, then you know it's a
there
ring
you go.
3-ish.
That's a fact.
So wearing the Max in our new toffee, and I'm also wearing it with the Sunray pleated skirt in navy. Pleated skirts, we talk about it a lot. The person that doesn't like skirts, it's for the non-skirt wearer. So elasticized waistband, we've really started to love this from the Merit pant. So this is kind of the same feel. It lays flat. Very flattering. I'm wearing it actually with a fundamental top that I love. It's actually one of the current end of season pieces. And so if I get a little warm, this is like a wear now, buy now.
Yeah.
Wear this to work, feel good. I probably do it like a better tuck. Are we giving me a?
I think too, like if you ever did want to just have like one other color, and when we talk about the colors in the color wheel, maybe someone could bring us a color wheel.
Yep.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, that Thor action is really good.
Color wheel.
Yeah. So for the color wheel, I'm here at ring 2 in gray and navy, and then I added that pop of ring 4.
Yeah, and the way that the color wheel works is the further out the rings, the sharper and cleaner the look. So this is a little bit of a preppier vibe. It's a sharper vibe.
Totally.
Thank you. So you've got the ring 4 here in the brace, and then you're mixing it with the rings 1 and 2 with the white shoe. Now the nylon pleated skirt, this is new for us. If you guys have done the sporty nylon before in the pleated skirt, you did it in the longer length, and it was the entire, your underwear.
Is it? I was like, and the funny thing is I have on commandos, but I believe you're so good. I was like, I'm devastated. That was a high lift though.
Sorry.
So, okay.
But this is the first time that we've done the elastic waist on it.
The exposed elastic.
Yeah, the exposed elastic. So I love that. It gives it like an extra sportier vibe. And this is a bit of a shorter length. And while we're talking about lengths here,
Yes.
I'm wearing the pull-on skirt, and this is in
This is a slip skirt in champagne.
And is this really called champagne?
What would you call it? It feels like
If I got champagne this color, I would return it to the kitchen. I'm thinking, why is it? Anyways, it's a really good color. It's very goldy without the flash, and I love it. I'm wearing it with charcoal gray. This length feels very new and fresh for me. If this length scares you at all, which it is a harder length for me personally.
Why?
Because I hate my calves. I feel stumpy, and I find this skirt length to be some of the most challenging for shoes. So for me, wearing this skirt in the winter time is by far the easiest because I feel best in socks and sandals with it.
You like coverage, right?
I like a little bit of coverage.
Right.
And then I love the tall boot with it. And if this skirt was longer with the tall boot, it would not feel as interesting to me. So I love this skirt length, and ironically, I find the bit shorter length easier to wear in the wintertime. Just me, because you're wearing the shorter length here.
Yeah.
Listen, I love your calves.
Do you?
I know.
Amy, thank you.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
You're great calves. But, and listen, I always tell everyone, fuck that, we love everything, and we do. We do, but
reality is
some things we love more than others.
That's fair. That's fair.
Facts.
Isn't this like it's not a vintage, but like I feel like my grandma was like, this is where a skirt should hit, like old school. We kind of played with proportions over time, and this is kind of getting back to the.
It's old school, and what it is doing is for many of you who have been on this skirt journey. A lot of you guys are so excited because you've got skirts for the first time, and you never thought that you were skirt people.
Right.
So what it does is giving you another option in your closet, another length to work with. Do you mind bringing in Kayla?
I do, but while I'm doing that, can you please tell them about this shirt, because this is new. And from here it looks like a sweater, but I know it's not.
Yeah, this is the heavyweight jersey, am I right?
Perfect unisex long sleeve.
And the perfect unisex long sleeve. And I'm wearing the size medium, and not by choice, but because it was all that we had in the closet. But I like the medium, actually. And you'll see it has a higher neck. If I were wearing the small, it would be even higher. This is the difference that you'll find with a lot of the Tibby items, is that they are giving you all of this clean refinement, but it's still a t-shirt at the end of the day. But it is a heavier weight. If you guys have had like our jersey tops that have the shorter sleeve and everything, those all have that nice gutsy weight to them. And what I want to show you before I jump over here to Kayla is when we talk about what gives an outfit visual interest, yes, it's shape, and yes, it's color, and it's proportions, but it is also texture. So here I'm wearing the boots that have this distressed effect on them. I'm wearing the nylon skirt that is, it's acetate nylon, and it's crinkled, and it has a bit of shine, but it is not satin at all. Then I'm wearing the t-shirting fabric, and then if I just want like one extra bit of color, I'm gonna go here with the green. So I have got on 4 different textures, but it is not chaotic at all. It's all working together, and it's actually the opposite of chaotic. It's giving depth and interest to the outfit. And then here, Kayla is really, these are things that you guys probably have from seasons past. So this was before you started with us, Kayla. This was from last year. So if any of you guys have the 4-ply silk balloon skirt, did you know that was the balloon skirt?
Yeah, I love the shape. It feels like it adds another dimension to the outfit and makes it more playful.
Yeah, for sure. And what's great too is I was wearing that skirt in the nylon yesterday, and even though some of these bodies are the same, when they react so differently depending on the fabrication. And then you're wearing the yellow shirt from spring, and this shirt actually is the same quality, a fabrication of what we have in fall. And then we just right when Kayla walked in today, I was like, this is like the beautiful ton. Like she's got all this color going on. And when we talk about one ton or none, you're wearing a ton of color where my eye just like saw the whole outfit. I didn't go directly to the pink shoes. I didn't go right to the skirt or the shirt or anything. I just saw the whole outfit.
It really was fun. I feel like today when I got up, the weather was really nice, and I just wanted to wear to work what my 7-year-old self would want to see my 23-year-old self wearing.
It's like a 7-year-old in Manhattan.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you're very polished. You're buttoned up.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the heels on. Although 7-year-olds, like sometimes we play with the heels.
Yes.
So I want to see what happens here if, I'm just going to throw it over your shoulders, but like, this is one more element to me. Like if you were going out to dinner or something, this gives it one more level of like just strength. You know, it's not about like coverage for, I mean, you don't need more coverage, right? You've already got long sleeves and everything. But this is like, if you want to give your outfit another pop of strength, it's this. And you can, and this goes back to the color wheel. Because Kayla is now wearing this. When we talk about like diving into one of the rings, you really dove into the ring 4, and that's what kept it like a really good none with all that color. Like my eye just went to one place. But now adding in the navy blue, that is just giving like rigor. So we talk about these big jumps and how it gives strength and sharpness. That's what that's doing. And I want to see what happens if we do it with the brown. So, I mean, the brown to me is, okay, I'm gonna give you one more thing, because I thought this morning I was also thinking about what sunglasses to wear.
Right.
Because there's so many different, like, I wear a lot of red shoes, I have red sunglasses, I didn't want to mix that all up.
Right.
But to me, if you were like Milan Fashion Week, Stockholm, like.
I thought that when I saw her. Yeah. Oh. Hello.
Like, hello. So this is like, all of a sudden, this might be the brown jacket in your closet that you wear for work, that is like the safe, easy jacket all the time. But you can see like with all the color, it's really adding something. A bright blue jacket might have been like, okay, you need to calm the fuck down.
Right. Who are you?
But this, the red glasses, the whole.
Yeah.
Are you
I
loving it?
love it.
I know. I could tell. I feel like you were trying not to smile. You were like, "This is it."
Yeah.
Like, thank you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave with my glasses now. So yeah. So you guys, this is like all of these things that are just like the purest basic. That's so easy to wear, and the easiest sweater to wear, the easy shirt, but all combined together, like. It is full on fashion, and you do not look like you're trying too hard at all.
You still want to keep it fun and lighthearted.
Yeah.
Dressing up should be a highlight of your day.
It should be, but I think that the thing that becomes a highlight is when you look so interesting, you look so cool, and you know that you feel interesting and cool, and that is the best part of yourself that you want to show people.
Yeah.
And so really just being able to highlight who you are, because this looks like you. It doesn't look like someone else, doesn't look like you're in costume.
Yep.
And that's what these fundamentals do, is they keep it really grounded. If this was a sequin bomber in brown, a big different shape, it'd be a different
Not the
story.
same thing.
All right, I'm gonna take back my glasses. Sorry.
The vibes are still there.
Sorry,
You own the vibes.
Yes. All right.
Cool.
I will let you talk, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna go change up my clothes.
I love that.
All right.
Love, 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 love.
Cool. I'll
All right,
let Grace
guys.
come on with you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, Grace.
Babe. So, you guys know that I do a lot of activities on the weekend. Oh, so let's talk about this jacket.
This jacket?
Yeah, so guys, you met, I think we introduced you last week
Yes.
to them, right? You're wearing the embroidered daisies.
Love that dress.
Yes.
And my mom was watching, and she said I need to buy the dress.
So, I hope she bought it for
maybe she
you.
could buy me a present.
I know,
Buy
we
me a
love your
present.
mom. I mean, you earned it. You worked really
Yeah.
hard. Okay, so tell me, how tall are you again?
5'6".
You're 5'6". You give big, tall energy, because I feel like we're looking eye to eye right now.
I also have a little heel on.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe that's why.
Okay, so you're wearing the max. I'm gonna put my max back on too, so we can just do a side by side.
Okay.
not a who wore it best as much as a let's see, like show and
Same exact
compare,
color.
like same different,
Mhm.
right? So you are wearing toffee and the jacket, and then we're both wearing Sids.
Mm-hmm.
So surprise, surprise! This is the new Sid in gray. So this gray wash. Let's strip you back a little bit. Okay, two girls walk into a bar with a Max jacket and Sids, and then what happens? No hot dog water.
No hot dog water. No hot dog water, which I thought apparently they sell at 7-Eleven. Hot dog water, guys.
Currently, or they did, and it got like FDA like knocked them
So
off.
I think it was an April Fool's joke,
Praise God.
but I thought it was real. So I went to go see if they actually had it, and they didn't. So
Thank
that was
God.
really awkward. That's what happened. But
Okay. All right. So you're wearing the Max
Yes.
blazer, and you're also wearing the same shirt that Amy had on. Is this
Yes.
a t-shirt, long sleeve?
this is a short sleeve.
Okay. Can
Yes.
you show me this without the jacket for a
Yes.
second, and then we'll talk about the comparisons?
Yes.
Okay. This pair back to you. Come a little closer. So we have the perfect tee. This is our fall weight jersey. So it's almost akin to last year's fall, but almost heavier. It feels kind of sweater-like in nature. And then you're wearing it with the gray Sids.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably the regular length. Can you show them the back? So all the
Yes.
details, it's almost like how our silky garment wash chinos get these really good highs and lows with the stitching. You're getting that now in gray,
Yes.
which is great. And then you can also pair it back to, if you want it tone on tone with the sweater, or have like one pop of color, like Amy kind of showed with a red, if you wanted to tie this around.
It's also so great too, this outfit for working in the summer in New York, which is where we are now, or anywhere, because it hasn't been so hot every day. I never really know the weather, so
Me
and
neither.
if the AC is cranking, you have a little stay a little warm, and then you're out and about, you can take it off. So
Right, you walk sometimes, right? So I take
Yeah.
the train in, and that's a commute. But if you're walking or biking, you need options
Yeah.
when you come into your office and it's super cold.
or you'll end up super sweaty and a mess, which happens sometimes.
No, never here.
But-
Okay, so I have this Max on, and I wear the Max in size 14. I believe you wear 2, or do you wear 4? I mean, this is a 4.
This is a 4. This is a 4.
Mhm. So generally, can you remind us? Like, I feel like you worked in news and broadcasting.
Yes. So I was a TV news anchor reporter for 4 years.
Okay, so we have some audience members that probably work in TV and news.
Yes.
And we talk about like what colors you can wear.
Yes.
What colors do you feel comfortable with? What does this feel like for you? Are you craving more or less, or how do you feel?
I think this is great. I think plain, no patterns is what I would say. Because if you're moving around on the camera, they can be distracting.
Oh, look, a
Oh,
pattern.
a pattern! See, this would be a little distracting.
I loved
would
it. It was
not?
like literally from the sky. It fell down. It
Yeah.
was like, you hate patterns, but you can't wear pattern. Bam. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, I love this.
cool.
All right, what did...
Wait, do you feel good?
Oh, I do. I feel great. I was
Yeah.
saying that I feel like my uniform for working is a short sleeve shirt and a blazer,
Mhm.
because if the air conditioning's cranking or if
Yeah.
the weather's all haywire, you can take it off, put it on. You look cute either way.
So can I ask you a question, just off topic?
Yes.
Why in the news world do
Yes.
all the women have to dress in these bright ass ring 4 colors? Like, what's up with that? Because this, if you're reading me the news
Yes.
right now
I
like
trust
this,
you.
I believe you,
Mhm.
100%.
Mhm.
You
Whatever
know,
you're selling,
there's
I'm buying.
this huge thing with jewel tones. Everyone's saying jewel tones. Personally,
That's some bullshit.
It
I
feels so like
I think
1991.
this looks, and I think it actually, if the whole thing with patterns being distracting, I think sometimes if you're wearing a hot pink dress, that
Yeah.
can be distracting, and
Mhm.
depending on like your coloring or whatever,
Mhm.
it can just look crazy. So
Well, let me just say, I normally don't go there, but I love to flip things on its side to
Mhm.
find out if it's true. You flip it to its opposite. So I have never thought that Anderson Cooper would be more believable in a beautiful rose jewel tone.
does he wear
No,
that?
no, fuck no, he doesn't.
Oh,
None of the guys do.
Not during
None
the
of
week,
guys-
maybe on the
That is
weekends.
so true.
None of the guys do. So if you flip it on its head, because you can't say jewel tones are better for the news, because if a guy wore it, you'd be like, what the fuck
That's
is
true.
he doing in that beautiful deep like a bright cobalt blue.
Right. He's distracting me.
I would be distracted,
He's-
but I
he's
would turn on the news
Ron
Ron
Burgundy.
Burgundy.
Ron
Yeah.
Burgundy. Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Distracting as hell. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So actually, can I borrow your jacket?
Okay. Can we?
Yeah, that's okay. He's
Cash has
okay.
brought it.
Alright.
Thank you,
so,
Cash.
Cash, we're so I'm showing you the full suit here. So we've got the max, and can you tell me what pant I'm wearing?
The Reese trouser pant.
The Reese. Okay, so this is a Reese trouser pant. We really love him. So he got his graduation papers right now into fundamentals, and I'm wearing
So she's wearing a size 4.
I'm wearing a size 4.
And what's different about Reese is that this is a sculpted leg. It's fuller in the thigh in comparison to like the Elfie, but also slimmer, more sculpted than Rodney. It's its own like.
Yeah, it's more sculpted than Rodney,
Yeah.
but then definitely not as sculpted as the Sid.
Right.
So what is great about this pant, it sits a little bit lower. Now, I'm wearing the Commando bike shorts
But this
today
is a
because,
good way to show it.
yeah, but the Commandos are sucking me in a little bit. So it's
Mhm.
sitting a little bit, oh God.
No, I'm not gonna wrap it around you. I was gonna do a little.
Oh.
I'm not going horizontal.
Okay.
I was going.
What are you doing with that? But what I want to
Look
show
at
you,
here.
what I love about the Reese is that it rolls up really easily.
Mhm.
So it's one that you don't have to have rubber bands and a bunch of hair accessories with you when you're wearing it to roll it up.
Mhm.
So it really rolls up and stays. That was at 2, and then this is with 3 rolls. And what, so I
Totally
love.
by now. Wear now.
Totally by now, wear now.
Tropical wool.
It's tropical wool. The tropical wool breathes. And then I am wearing the washable cashmere. And this is the V-neck. It's got the little guys here on the sleeves. And it's got a high V-neck. So it's really just,
CMC.
it's just the easy, like it's a perfect sweater. And you can throw it in the washer. But what I wanted to show you, the reason why I did bring out, for real. The reason why I brought this, I was
Is
changing.
this OG Tippy?
It's a print though that we had a long time ago, and it was in Tracy's closet for some reason, and that's where we're all dressing right now. Sorry, Tracy. The reason why I'm bringing it out is, let's just pretend that I did have a full skirt out of this. This is where if I'm wearing it with this,
Mm-hmm.
and even if I was wearing it with a blue and white stripe,
Mm-hmm.
it feels in our wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but it's if I was wearing it with a bright colored shirt, if I was wearing it with,
No, because I know some like we'll just do that real quick. Oop.
yeah, no. And then if I were wearing it like even with the peach, if I were wearing it with anything matching,
Yeah.
this would be, I mean, it's really interesting. So this is what happens,
Oh, man.
guys. You
Maybe
have
stop.
something, I know, you have something like this in your closet and you're thinking, should I toss it? Can I keep it? I was really drawn to the print. And the thing is like someone, I mean, she's in Greenwich, Connecticut right now. I know who she is. She was on the train with me this morning. She's wearing this straight up. And you look at that and you're like, fuck no, no way. I got to get rid of this skirt. But you
Yeah.
don't have to get rid of the skirt
Yeah, that's
if
good.
you bought it for a reason and you loved it. Because I would wear this and a little flat sandal, a flip flop, and be done with
I was
it.
gonna say you're gonna have to tell them the shoe for this because I think that's when people with their problem children kind of get a wide,
Yeah, like
crazy.
when you've got something that you're kind of vacillating on, you calm it down with the without fail, and then the shoe really goes with the antonym. So I think the flip flop is the antonym to this
The print.
prettiness, and this is where you can see that if you put on a heel with it, you'd be like back to Foxville.
I don't want to
No
live in
one-
Flexible. What is the zip code there? 0000. No.
Yeah, that was good.
Whew, I made myself laugh. All right,
Okay.
back to style class.
Okay. All right. Did you do this yet?
I probably didn't.
Okay.
All right, so yeah.
Wait, size 4, size small.
Yes.
Oh, and Dwayne,
Dwayne,
right?
Yeah.
Dwayne. So very quickly, the difference, when we talk about like what shoe when.
Mm-hmm.
So this sandal that we did, I can't remember his name,
Jordan.
Jordan. Jordan is a single sole.
Mhm.
You can see this thin sole here, and it is very much a summer sandal. So if I were wearing this in October with a sock and a pair of pants,
Mhm.
I would look like I was maybe walking around the house, but that I shouldn't have made the step outside.
Yes,
right?
for sure.
But when we, do you mind handing me Dwayne?
Oh,
The one,
Sorry,
Dwayne.
thank you. But when we created Dwayne, what we did is we wanted something with padding and heft to it. And so that if you are wearing like a tabby sock, that would feel very good in October, in November. We created this because it was still so hot in October, November. We were wanting to wear pants. I didn't want the full coverage yet.
Yep.
So this double layer here lifts you off of the ground. So this becomes a perfect winter sandal. But just the fact that it is a sandal by name means that it is year
Doesn't mean
round.
shit.
Yeah, and that's single sole
Yeah, that's good to compare.
for a sandal.
Yeah, I swapped out shoes because I wanted to tote on the weekend, or if I'm gonna do a brunch, I would totally do the white shoe I just had. If I were wearing this to work, I'd probably, I don't know if I'd unroll. It depends on the industry that, okay. I like bent my body that I almost lost my breath. I was like, am I good? I'm good. I would probably unroll this just to have less friction there and then roll up my sleeve because I do have on too big. So I know you've seen this before. This is the striped. This is a new stripe, which is kind of the old stripe. That's also the new stripe. And Gabe, a little closer here. So this stripe also comes in Charlie. If you're a Charlie gal or a person, you could totally wear the same and just tuck it in. I like this out because it's flatter for me, but I can do the little fold and make a little booty pony and then tuck it up. So then I get a little bit more slimness here. And if I were to put on my blazer, it wouldn't be so big. What do we want to talk about? Probably the shoe that I have on. Oh, also my indigo SIDS. So what you'll find is that there's some SIDS or some products for fundamentals that have been carried through. If they've graduated from a year before in a different wash or feeling, they will still reside here because they are fundamentals for a reason. They're here to build your wardrobe and they're here to stay. I am a Virgo and I like balance, which is probably a Libra too, I think, but so I gotta put that down. Amy had on washable cashmere. We know that in spring we introduced washable cashmere in navy and also a light gray. Last year you loved the featherweight sweaters, and so this is the same weight as the featherweight, but it's washable now. So that gray sweater with it's like the convertible sleeve, that's what Amy had on in a V. This is the
I'm
polo.
gonna try that on over this
Okay,
as well.
cool.
So, actually, let me grab, what size is
This
that?
one is a medium.
Medium.
I can blur it. So yeah. So two different.
This one's a large.
This one is mine.
Okay, great. So what I want to show you here is I'm wearing the little Terry guy here. This is the one that we did it in gray for spring and it sold out right away.
Yes.
And so we added it in white and navy as well.
So
And you'll
good.
see that it's got this little baby snap up here too, because this is the stuff when Tracy and I are designing that, like, when a polo collar just starts to, like, the placket just bends over a little bit. I hate that.
Yeah.
So-
Why don't you step out and put your sweater on? And I'll talk about this one for a second. I think Sarah called you. I don't know who called you. Somebody wanted you. It's not an emergency, but she is the owner of the company and did create creative pragmatism. It's not an emergency. I just tell jokes. So, but I'm not really a comedian. You guys know that. Haha. All right, so I'm trying layers in front of you for the first time, and I feel like immediately it's giving finance bro, and I'm not here for that unless that's the money that we're earning. Okay, so we're gonna take that off. But I wanted you to see, sometimes with featherweight knits, they look like they're oversized. They are meant to fit easy. You should take your normal size in all things. This one is a little bit more compact than previously, probably because it has, what are the fabric contents? I think this one is wool and cashmere, right? Which is what makes it washable.
Yes.
And so Amy was wearing the dry loop Terry just now, and I think someone wrote to me and said that they like had the elastic in the back and they wanted to feel a little bit easier, so they pinched it, cut it, like they heard from somebody that they cut it at the back and took the elastic out. I don't think you need to do that. I think that is a gap in your wardrobe, but if you want to do that, that's another way to get more wear out of your top.
You guys are full of
So,
shit.
Is it your
Oh
birthday
my
or something?
God.
I don't know what's happening. Anyway,
I don't know what
she's
you were-
back, guys.
No, this is what they were doing to me.
Wait, I just did the same outfit. I was like, I love that we're in sync a little bit here.
Did
I
you
guess-
do the same outfit?
Well, no, I did not do that clearly. You see that? That was like subtle shade. Like, you didn't do it like this. I didn't. I should have.
Okay, I am wearing the Winslow in the active knit. This is the ultimate ring 3 incredible color.
So, why is this brown ring 3? I know why. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, is it reddish brown?
Yeah, because it has got major red undertones to it. And it's one that, I love when a brown has red undertones because when you wear it with gray and the hint of the brown red feels really like rich with lots of depth.
Very deep, yeah.
When you wear gray with burgundy, it can feel very old.
I was going to say mature.
Yeah, like whenever I've done a collection, if I've liked gray, burgundy, and especially like a mustard color at the same time, like, no, but you know, that's some bullshit though that happens because with the fall collections this year, burgundy is a big color coming up for fall. Gray's always a big color. And then this mustard was a big color. Fine, but never all together. So, I mean, you can do it, but you know how I say like the bigger the leaps on the color wheel that you have a sharpness, the closer together you have a calmness. But on the color wheel, like we should just have a fuck no on the burgundy and the gray and the mustard together. Like, I mean, if you want to feel 80 years older, that's fine, but it is a very strange sensation that you get. So what's great about this brownish red is it looks so good with this blue, and this is where
that blue like almost became became so powerful against it.
Because I mean the blue with the gray and the white, you can see it's very prep vibes, very new right now. Like it's great. Mix it with the green, like on top of it, like this is full on preppy vibes. But it's when you get down with this dark browny purpley color that it just is very nuanced together.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna bring on Grace with you because she's wearing the blue top with gray.
Let's see it. Amy and I were talking. I think you've seen she's getting on a plane again next week, which she'll talk about. Oh, hello,
I'm back.
boss. Mom, we need this too. What's the deal?
I know. And the one I wore before this. And the first one.
And all of it.
And yours too.
Okay. I think we should get that for you, Mom.
Yes.
Listen. So I was telling them how Amy's been commuting and posting her outfits, which we know is the Amy Smalovic, like, selfie from here down.
Yes.
And talking about fundamentals in a lens of workwear in the summer.
Yes.
Even though I just put on a sweater, I am aware of that, and it's quite warm outside, but it will soon be cool again. So when it's cool, the sweater that Amy just had on, I like my buttons all the way to the top. As you can see, this isn't centered, so if you write us, Mari will tell you politely that this is supposed to be off center. It's not a mistake. Otherwise, it would be kind of basic. Now it's CMC.
Yes.
Cool.
And it's also good in the subway too to be covered. I don't know if it's just me, but when my skin is touching the subway, I get kind of
don't even.
I like to have everything covered.
I'm like that with my hair too. If I
Yeah.
have braids on my hair down, I'm like, no,
Yes.
because you take
Yes.
all the subway home with you.
I know. But you can also wear this too in the fall.
Yeah.
It's all year round.
But I just wanted to show, like, this is a way I want to show up for a work setting when there's transitional weather or if you're in a cooler environment. So we have some of our people from Australia. They're usually, like, in the opposite season for us. So you guys are probably shopping this for now, buy now, wear now, in this same fabrication. Buy now, wear now. For us would be probably a tank or a tee or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So, sleeves rolled up. She's ready to tell you the weather.
Yes.
Do you know the weather today?
The weather is colder than yesterday, and it's a little dark out. Where's the sun?
Where is the sun?
Yeah, I'm not a weather.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna roll with that.
Yeah, that was cringe.
Yeah.
But
out of it every
74,
day.
mostly cloudy.
So
yeah, right.
Yeah, the weather's 74, mostly cloudy, but
Oh, it actually, you got it pulled up.
that's the official data.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
cool.
Am I stepping out or coming in?
No,
I-
she was taking.
I-
I think she was
two at a
taking you
time?
in.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was
take
two
two
at
at-
a time. Okay.
She was
you're
like
three at a
when
time.
she did the
I
slouch.
thought that was
No, because I was thinking about the sunglasses again. Like,
She was saying what could
Yeah.
amplify.
yeah, because I think sunglasses in a city and everything. It's always like
No, it's funny.
Interesting
I love
to
this
me.
little color.
so. These I love. This is from Beta. They usually I'm wearing one of their earrings.
Mhm.
I'm wearing completed works right now.
Mhm.
But
Oh.
so I feel
Oh,
like
I wasn't ready for these to be the same.
I know.
Why do
So
you do this to us?
I feel like with one ton or none, like this is, when an accessory can become the one,
Yeah,
like that's the good accessory there for being the one.
yeah, totally.
And
She
so,
wants these bad guys.
you
I
know,
love that.
just
Fine.
when you're, no, but stay here for a second
All right.
because I do think that we've never done a conversation around sunglasses.
CP sunglasses.
Right?
Yeah.
And so here, if you put on something like the Oliver Peoples,
Mhm.
like I love these glasses. There are moments
I love
where
them too.
It's a different,
It's a total different
It's a
vibe.
different
I'm not
vibe.
mad
Yeah.
at this vibe though.
but it's very different.
Yes.
So this is where this is good on you.
I know.
I'm just gonna say,
I need a sunglass allowance.
but this is where, yeah, Frank.
Yeah, talk to the boss.
Um,
You're out of here.
But the glasses can make all the difference. So let me see, like with what you're wearing, like to me, you still wear like a little ironic prep there. You've got your asymmetrical
Yeah.
pocket and everything. You might be too full. These are just
They were made
off.
so
It's just
good.
great
It's like-
glasses, I know. And I like that they fold up.
Yeah. I do
Thank
too.
you.
It's like a foldable bike.
Yes.
Very
Okay.
pragmatic.
Yes.
Yes. Although I have broken them and I had
Yeah.
this is the second pair I've had, but I liked them so much that I went and rebought them. So let's see these with, like to me, with what you're wearing,
It's gonna be looking.
putting on those gives it like a bit of a fashion week moment,
Mhm.
you know, and that's where guys have good basics in your closet, pull them out and wear them often, but don't rely on them to do every single solitary bit of the heavy lifting. You know that sometimes just a pair of glasses can just change something right away, and if you're the head of Vogue, you keep them on all day.
Sarah. You're gonna get me.
So, I mean, because a lot of people, they're like, but what do you do? Because like a normal person takes, no, I'm not gonna say normal. Most people take that off of it.
Yeah.
Maybe their prescription. I don't know. I'm just trying to help them
What
out.
do you think about
Yeah.
those glasses that turn from when you walk outside, they go dark,
Oh.
and then when you walk inside, they turn into normal? You know what I'm
So
talking
that
about?
is, I want to speak because I
I
feel like our
that's
audience,
different.
some of our audience have those, but I think
that
it's
bugs
the,
me.
but
Yeah.
they bug me. But I get why, right? Because it's like my friend and I were in LA, and he put his glasses over his sunglasses, and I was like, I'm not mad, but also how pragmatic is that? So,
Yeah.
but it's the shape.
Or you could the ones where you can lift up.
Don't talk about
Yeah.
Dwayne Wayne. We
No.
need a.
I like those. Moscot
Yeah.
Moscot has wonderful ones like that we were playing around with one season.
Cool.
Okay, did you
Alright.
explain what sizes?
Oh, all right.
You're wearing a size 27
Yes.
in the Sidgene, and a 27 equates to a size 4.
Which is also the size you wear.
Yes.
And she's slightly taller than you.
Yeah.
Right?
And this is a 4.
This is also a 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 4 as well.
Yeah.
And
So,
this is the Charlie.
and guys, this is Grace is wearing the sizes that match her measurements. And as you know, the beauty of Tibby is that Grace could have worn this a size up if she wanted to really be swallowed. However, the clothing is engineered to be oversized in general, by and large. and it's clear when you look at something on a model.
Mm-hmm.
If it is relaxed, super relaxed on the model, it's engineered to be oversized. We don't put her in a fake size.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also size down in that if you wanted to. But what I want to caution is if you size down in the SID, it will naturally sit higher on the waist. And anything that goes up here, pure like ergonomics or
Gravity?
gravity,
I'm not a
trigonometry,
physicist, but-
whatever, I fucked, but it's gonna come up. It has to come from somewhere, so it's going to get shorter here. If I wore this skirt higher at the waist, you can see very obviously that it is a shorter length here. So
Yeah.
if you wear your SID jeans smaller, if they sit higher, then the length is going to feel shorter on you. It's not a bad thing, but it is a different thing,
Yep.
different than what we intended, but it's free country, which is a great thing. Okay,
All right.
cool.
Thank you.
So what I wanted to do is, Katura was wearing this skirt
Mhm.
earlier, and now I wanted to show it on me as well. And I'm definitely shorter than Katura by a solid 3 to 4 inches. I am wearing the size small.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing it right above my hip bone.
Mm-hmm.
But with this elastic, it really allows for me to wear it a little bit higher if I wanted to, and I can always wear it
I'm into it.
longer if I wanted to. So, and that's why I love having options with longer sweaters. So I can really create the longer look if I want, and then I'm not committed to it because I can wear it where it is intended to sit. So we need to just shut down any debate right now, though, about whether or not nylon is hot for the summer. It is not hot.
No.
Even Tracy came in and said that she was running all around Houston last week in her nylon Stella pants.
Mm-hmm.
Houston is hot as fuck, and she was absolutely perfectly amazing in the nylon. And listen, it's off the body.
Mm-hmm.
It catches the wind. Sports people wear it for a reason because it's very functional.
Right.
And like, what the fuck else do you think you're wearing that's better? Like when
Well, if you're wearing a jersey dress or whatever, that's gonna cling, and it's also, they're all wicking. It's fine.
Well, it is summer, so unless you're in full head to toe linen, which by the way, like I hate that shit on me. And like it depends. Like if it's heavy linen,
It's also gonna make you sweat.
yeah, and like super lightweight linen, sure, like it's light, but
Yeah.
you can't live your life in lightweight linen.
And also pleats by nature, they're like doing this thing, this accordion thing, they're sitting away from your body.
Yeah.
It is a skirt. It's not, if this were like, which it's not, if it were skin tight on you, we'd have a problem. If this were a pencil fit
Yeah.
skirt, thank God it's not. Can you show them your placket up close? Because I know we have on the same, and we told them it's asymmetric, but I think you'd lose a little bit of it when it's away.
yeah,
It's just enough to be like, wait, is that on
that it's
purpose?
skewed to the right,
Yeah.
and it really like when you look at it, you should be like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a question. Okay, so I've got on this
So,
guy
The
here.
cardigan and the mercerized wool. So this is a really great color vehicle. You know this body well, but this is a new color for us.
Matt, will you just close your eyes for a minute? Let me just change this.
So
I just
yeah,
don't want to have to leave the room.
we're gonna talk about the color wheel, and
And I want to show the sleeve length on here. I had a customer asking about the sleeve length the other day.
yep. And this by nature fits closer to the body. So the mercerized wool, it also gets this nice texture to it after a little bit.
So
I like that. It's funny. It is preppy, but it's like something about it's still a little bit more like modern than when I usually see these
like
colors together.
super shrunken. And so, there are ways to deep prep. I mean, one thing is, first of all, you can leave it. Sorry, Matt.
Never even for business.
Matt's over there like,
He literally was
100,
He was in timeout.
you can knot it up here and
Yeah.
split it open. There's a lot of different things to do.
Yeah.
So this one is designed quite close to the body. I'm wearing the size small. You guys know that my top here is a size 4. And you can see on the muscle that my arm is filling it out. So I had a customer write, and she said that when she looked online, that the model, the sleeve, was hitting all the way, like very full length. And what I showed her, she sent a picture of herself in it as well. And what I showed her is that she was filling out the muscle cap, and so it was lifting the shirt up here. And the model was not filling it out. I mean, to be honest, it's one of those things where the model's 5'10". You put her in a size small because of her height, but her arm measurement would have been an extra small. Yeah. So what happened is this was draping off here, and her arm muscle was not lifting it up, and therefore it was longer. So this is one where you can see that if you are a very solid size 6, and if you want it to be a longer length here, this is an easy one to size up on for sure, and not have to compromise. And then,
and it is a sweater knit, right? So it's like, yes, it has a little bit of mechanical give. I wear extra large in the mercerized wool, and I would never, ever, ever size down. I'm a full busted woman. I need all that space, but it's still gonna fit me close. So what I'm holding, for someone that wants options, which I love, this is the style that Amy actually wore in brown today. Now she's just kind of flipped it on its head and taken the buttons to the back. It doesn't look like she had her shirt on backwards. It looks like a woman that's just wearing a crew neck that's really high with a point of view.
Yeah.
Okay.
Options.
So options, sleeveless, if you're in that season of life, or you just want a shell and it's not your grandma's shell, where they used to be worn together, but you could.
So this green I would describe as a really good, like, ferny grass green. What did we call it?
Apricot green.
What?
Apricot green.
No, apricot is one color.
No, that can't be.
No.
It's what it's called. Yeah.
No, it's
that's
not.
a user error.
That's user error. No, apricot is the apricot color.
This is like a green now later.
There's no such thing as apricot green. There are no green apricots. What do we call the
Until
apricot
now.
color?
Green.
What did we call apricot?
That's
I love
Anyways.
this in real time.
well.
So you don't have to write us and tell us this. Now we know.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's no. That's not a thing. What did we call the
That's melon orange.
bullshit?
No way.
The apricot green. That was a mistake.
And then red is red.
Yeah.
Well,
good.
just call it
Yeah.
brown.
Lemon red. That makes no sense.
That's banana red.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So let me just throw in one more thing here.
Okay.
From
So I am remiss in not talking to you about the shoe I was wearing. Guys, Amy had on the boot. That boot is tall and it has a little bit of just distressing. We showed it to you before. This is the Rudolph that's coming soon. So it comes in a brown that's a little bit more distressed. Serioso, the vibes you know. Different from Rudy, which is like a harder, more structured. I think it's like a calf. Rudy's calf leather, and this is like Napa. Anyway, you know the Rudy well, but now it's coming in different colors. So black that's a little distressed with white, and also brown. So pairing it back to a bigger pant. I actually stepped backwards for a moment, and I stepped on my snap, I thought. And how Amy was saying, like, if you want something to sit a little bit higher, well, by choice or force, I have hips and curves, and my sit higher. But that changes, so I don't have as much slouch, but I have a little bit. So if you ever feel yourself walking on your snaps just by chance, just snap them. Just snap one even, just because once you step on that snap, it's a wrap because it's gonna smash it in. So if your snaps aren't working, maybe you stepped on it, but you can replace it with your tailor. Not sponsored by any tailor. All right, so, I'm gonna compare the other boot for you. So when Amy was wearing the boot earlier, you guys have been writing me about heel height, is it comfortable? Can I wear it? All of our heels are kind of like right under what the standard are for heel and for heel.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. Just add that on there. I was like, who am I? That's not finished. So while this looks like a serious boot, it's like, whoa, that's a lot of heel. It's right under 3, and so that's manageable for you to wear throughout the day. I like a lot of coverage. You like coverage also. That's kind of why you buy the Bronson, because you get that good coverage. So this is what Amy had on earlier. So this is the other colorway of the Rudolph.
There's an actual debate happening out there, and they're showing me green apricots to prove.
Are they from another country? I'm not mad, but like,
They exist?
That's some.
somebody needs to buy them and have us test taste them.
That's bullshit. That is okay.
So don't write us. We know.
Yeah, we know.
Cool.
So I'm just putting these on before we leave because I love them so much. So You guys, what, I'm mixing this obviously with a sale item. This is the little leopard guy, the cheetah wide leg pull-on. And I'm wearing the size small, and the size small is sold out online. But you guys don't forget, you can go to @tibby.flagship and they will hunt anything down for you. I mean, I can't make a total promise, but it's Davina and Sloan there. And they will hunt it down for you. But I'm really excited about wearing this on my trip, which I'm packing for. So, summary of things going on. I am packing for the mega trip, but I think what we're gonna do is do a full packing video in our apartment in Italy next Wednesday for live. And I'm gonna do it with Julia Torelli in Milan, and it's gonna be great. And Julia and I did a packing video together in Paris about 2-3 years ago. So this will be our second one, and it'll be wonderful, and you'll see every single thing in the suitcase, and hopefully if I bought anything new. We're going to be putting up more clips from the Yowie talk that I gave last week with the entrepreneur founder of Yowie. It was an amazing talk, 2.5 hours to other entrepreneurs, and it is really illustrative of what our salon series are going to look like going forward. So Couture and I did our first salon series last week, and that was to really just reestablish the principles, make sure that we are all on the same page. It is very helpful when we're talking that we're talking the same language. But going forward, the salon series are going to have someone who is very much in the, well, I don't want to say like made it, but in this case, I was the example of someone who had made it. I'm 55, like, okay, maybe I get to like claim that. And then she was someone who was in the stage of making it. She is established, she's got her hotel, she's got the shop, but she is still very much early on in the trajectory. And so it was a really good synergy back and forth, especially because it was not a fashion on fashion talk. So the next round of talks, I am very hopeful, may include a really interesting chef and people who are in industries that don't have anything to do with each other, but have everything to do with each other in terms of creativity, principles, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Connective tissue. We love it.
Yeah, tissue's good.
Yeah. I went and grabbed this. Too bad my hair's not long right now. I was like, ooh, I'm craving a little color. So
Well,
this is
are you like too short in your
no,
hair?
I'm just enough, but I'm like, it's like a little like, so it's like a little, it's like a Cassius tail, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not
Cassius
mad
is
at that. So if there's a use for this, if you're in ring 1-2 all the time, that's where your scrunchie is gonna give you the extra pop. All right.
All right, guys.
Cool.
We will. I'll see you next week from Milan.
Okay.
Sorry.
See you in stories.
Sorry.